I'm gonna pause while I go get the tools. Alright, so here. My battery died. Yep. I need to take this off with my impact. Once you take that off, on the center right here, you need a flat screwdriver or something. One of the tools I have is just wide enough where, like, you have to force it in here, and it's like that one is like once it's outside the vehicle or outside the ski like this, you could just spin it, and you could hold it yourself without using the special tool. So you just turn it clockwise. This will retract if you let it go. See how it's extending out? That's basically what you're doing. You're putting it in. It's supposed to be held. Okay, so this is where the one, if it forced, I literally would just pull it back a little bit, and because of the friction, of the me having to force it in, it's rubbing on where the threads are. It would hold it, and that's the way I was able to do it without the tool. And then once it's on and tighten a little bit, you could just release it, and then that's fine. You're not supposed to do it on this step. You're supposed to do it after you bolt down the head bolts. That way you know for a fact it's on time. I just wanted to show it because it was there. And because I'm getting tired and I'm about to go inside, I think. We'll get the brackets and torque this down and see where this is. Alright, so already lubricated. Oh, I forgot to do this, just the one. So this is pretty self-explanatory. There's the numbers of which sequence you put them on, and the EX means exhaust. The other one will have IN. So just start from the number 1 and just torque down. This is a weak gun, and the battery's practically dead. Oh, yep. So I didn't have to worry. I think the torque pounds is 12 or 9. I torque them down when I'm done. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. I torqued it too far. See, this is how you're supposed to do things in stages. Stuff like that. I gotta pause it. I need 2 hands. I just took a look at it. The cam was a little like looking from here, it was lining up. I just tapped the cam towards the front so it could line up with the there's like this ring right here. It wasn't lined up with the mark on here. So now that they're lined up, all right. Once you get this tightened, see how it lined up? So normally if that one's lined up, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come on, man. 8. 1 and 2 were kind of loose. 9 and 10. So now that one's gone. So that one lined up. It's on mark. This is on mark. So all that's left is this one. And it looks like it's on mark. If it rotates right, then it'll be fine. If it rotates left, I'll have to take it back off. And since this is the second one, I won't have to take that off to re-put this one back on. So let's... So this is pretty dirty. So before I put them on, I have some dirty. First, compressed air. Brake cleaning. Mainly the part that has to be clean is where it makes contact with the can. Brake clean makes it dry. Nice. So fresh and so clean. Alright, just to double check. So this time I lined it up from the get-go. I did the wrong one. I put 3 and 4. All right. See, now that it's tight, it's lined up. See how this one is on the inner link, the one in between, and this one is in the middle of the link. For some reason, this one it's gonna be off the other. So that's it for pretty much the timing. The way I'm measuring it is if you look close to the side, let's see if I can focus on there. Some liquid starts to squeeze out of there, and then I just let go, which is the oil that I put to lube it, just a little bit. So it's like, it's the lightest of clicks. It's my way of doing it easier. So now you would put the top of the guide on. If you even touch, it's already tight. This is already loose. So now I gotta, so like these, you see how this one's rusting? I like to clean it, and then I like to lube it and put the protective coating on the thing so it doesn't rust. So I'm gonna do those and then tighten it. So far that's pretty much it. I forgot to put these 2 head bolts in, and that's it for the timing, and that it's a lot more difficult outside versus inside. So it's like while you have it out, replace everything. So like right now is a good time to do the valve. So while these are off, just stick the valve adjustment. I have another video showing how to do that with it out, and like this it's so much easier, especially with the tensioner out like that. When it's inside the vehicle, it makes it much harder. So the other usual stuff, if you have it out, there's the seals down here. That seal, might as well go ahead and replace it. That leaks oil right here. That bracket that bolts on to the side of the block, that, clean it and put some like anti-rust CRC. Is it 65? I don't know. I can't remember. Put it there. I'm just using the rust protectant. Just make sure all of these lines, like wherever the rust is starting to show up, I normally clean them and spray them down, because they will eventually leak. These are already going bad. Like this one, the clamp is pretty much gone. I don't feel too bad because it's the return line, but the main line coming to the turbo is like, I don't know. Wait, I've been saying it wrong. That's the primary line. Oof. I think I have another one. I'll probably replace that before I put it back in. That's the feeds. The top line is the feed. The other two are return lines. Yeah. Anyway, let's put this back in, finish this up. And oh. That bolt, I have a little bit of thread locker on it, but I don't put it on tight, because once it rusts up, once that seizes up and you can't get it off, it is annoying. And don't forget to put the cap. I'm always losing stuff. This is the bolt. Yeah, that special washer. Not a special washer, just a washer. You could tell. That's an 8mm. And as usual, if you're going to take this out and you have the bottom seal, might as well do the oil cooler seals. Those I've seen go bad on a regular basis. And the one underneath, the oil pan to the dry sump system, there's two seals in there. They're super cheap. You could get them, I think one's $8 and one's $4, which is a regular O-ring, which I just went to Honda and got. Or and that's about it. Besides that, nothing else really gives that many issues. Like I'm gonna torque these and that's it. Besides replacing these holes, everything's ready to go back in. Think. Is there anything else? Yep, as usual, if you want to leave any comments, and I'm pretty sure these are 12, because whatever it is they have it in inch pounds. I actually leave my torque wrench on this specific. My inch pound torque wrench it's specific to this. So that because it's the only thing I use it for. But hope you enjoyed it. Just asking any questions. I'm pretty sure that covered most of it. Yeah, head, Lately, what I've been doing is using the Autolite spark plugs because I had two sets of NGKs that I bought brand new, and the gaps were set wrong on them. Like they were still running, and then it's like it just felt like it was too rich, which is a good thing to have until it's like I gapped them. The Autolite ones, you get a pack of four for $7 or $7 and something, whereas in the NGKs are $14 each. So I had a pack of seven. I was like, let me just try that. Tried it on the NA first. Man, it started right up. It revved harder, revved faster, and I put it to 32. The spec is 0.30 to 0.40 of an inch or whatever, and I put it to 0.32 and it was running fantastic. So I'm gonna try. I haven't tried it too much on the turbo. I'm gonna try 35. It's always best to lower it on the turbo models, but I just want to test it. And on the expensive ones, it's not worth testing it. So we'll find out. And like I said, hope this helps somebody. And I'll see you on the next one. Let me see what's next. Oh, how to put it back in.